Everyone knows New Zealand as the breathtaking backdrop for the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now, visitors to New Zealand are learning that Middle-earth is also producing world-class wines and outstanding cuisine from some of the world's most scenic locations. No surprise then that wine tourism is taking off. There's spectacular growth in winery tours and tastings. The past year alone has seen the launch of more stylish new wineries with award-winning wines and great food. They're offering a complete wine experience, and international visitors say the experience is a thoroughly enjoyable one.
In New Zealand, it's an opportunity to see such a smaller, more boutique type of setting compared to the States. And in New Zealand, you have an opportunity to meet the winemaker close up.
This is one of the most beautiful places that you can get to in the world, and there's so much on offer here. To fit in a wine tour is just another sort of jewel in the crown, you know.
We're on a honeymoon and we've had a beautiful experience with wine as well as with food. We're very, very impressed with the food. It seems to be, you use a lot of your local products.
You know, overseas people are intrigued by this little country at the bottom of the South Pacific that they hear a lot about. They heard about the Lord of the Rings and all that sort of thing. And the wine culture here is very, very new. They may have only just recently tried New Zealand wine, so they're intrigued. And I think when people travel around the country, they'll see a really new, very dynamic, very innovative industry that is just another way to express our farming heritage.
One of the most dramatic regions for wine touring is the Southern Lakes district of Central Otago. Surrounded by rivers and mountains, the area has stunning scenery with vineyards and wine tasting throughout. Gippsland Valley Winery is one of the region's most popular. Visitors can join in wine tasting as well as informative tours of the barrel cave and vineyard.
I believe there's something in the region of about 1,000 hectares between here and Alexandra which are now planted.
The restaurant menu has a focus on local food, and there's also an award-winning cheesery on site specialising in handmade gourmet products. And the sightseeing doesn't end at the winery. By taking a combination tour, these travellers are returning to their hotels by jet boat, one of the best ways to see the surrounding wine district of the Gippsland Valley. An eye-catching new arrival in Central Otago is Amersfield Winery. Crafted from local stone, the architecture blends an early pioneer theme with more modern design. Facilities include a modern tasting room, underground cellar and restaurant. Central Otago has also attracted some famous names to the wine-growing business.
Your place or mine?
Yours.
Actor Sam Neill is well known for starring roles in Jurassic Park and The Piano, and his latest film, Perfect Strangers. Sam Neill swaps lines for vines when he's back home in the Southern Lakes district of New Zealand. He now runs a winery and 3 small vineyards near the popular Central Otago resort of Queenstown.
Central Otago is the part of the world I love more than anywhere else. I read somewhere that you can love many places, but you can only be in love with one landscape in your life. And that landscape for me is Central Otago, and I feel more at home there than anywhere else. And I live there now. And it was a sort of fantastically good accident that it turned out to be one of the very, very few places in the world where you can grow Pinot Noir successfully, and that's my favourite wine. I drink it all the time. I probably drink far too much of it.
Beyond Central Otago, people can enjoy endless options for wine, gourmet food and boutique accommodation. The North and South Islands are linked by the classic New Zealand wine trail. This scenic route takes you to 3 top wine regions, which produce 70% of New Zealand's wine. For many travellers, the classic New Zealand wine trail starts here in the Hawke's Bay city of Napier, famous for its Art Deco buildings. Napier is just a short drive to many wineries, including New Zealand's oldest winemaker, Mission Estate. The Mission Estate winery dates back to 1838 when French missionaries established it. This historic venue incorporates indoor and outdoor dining with views over the vineyard. Daily wine tasting is available along with tours of the wine cellar. And just a short drive away is New Zealand's only wine museum at Church Road Winery. As well as ancient winemaking relics from around the world, the displays also show early New Zealand winemaking from the pioneering days of the 1800s. Like most wine regions, Hawke's Bay has a variety of organised winery tours. Or you can head off and explore at your own pace. A classic Kiwi farm shed is the base for Hawke's Bay Company On Your Bike winery tours. They have bikes, helmets and maps, offering visitors the chance to take off for the day to enjoy food, wine and the great outdoors. Next stop on the classic New Zealand wine trail is the charming wine village of Martinborough, just over 1 hour by car from the capital Wellington. A highlight of the year is the annual Toast Martinborough Wine and Food Festival. Now, many vineyards are just a short stroll from the town square, and each vineyard creates its own festival. Some of the region's top chefs are on hand, preparing food carefully chosen to match the wines on display. Martinborough wineries are mainly small family-owned businesses, and they're best known for producing award-winning Pinot Noir. They can be tasted here at the Martinborough Wine Centre. The centre has a cafe, knowledgeable staff and a full range of local wines.